João Pedro is officially Chelsea's new number 9, and on the surface it looks like a simple shirt number change. But this could be telling us something much bigger about Xabi Alonso's plans for Chelsea. Meanwhile, Delap has moved from number 9 to number 12, and that immediately raises one huge question. Why did Chelsea give João Pedro the number 9? Because this isn't just any shirt. Chelsea's number 9 has become one of the most talked about shirts in football. Fernando Torres wore it, Radamel Falcao wore it, Gonzalo Higuain wore it, Romelu Lukaku wore it, and even Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang couldn't completely escape the infamous Chelsea number 9 curse. Now João Pedro has decided to take it, and the timing is what makes this really interesting. João Pedro arrived at Chelsea last summer wearing number 20, but after just one season, everything has changed. He quickly became one of Chelsea's most important attacking players. He scored important goals, he linked up brilliantly with the players around him, and more importantly, he showed that he could play in multiple attacking positions. Then came pre-season. Against Real Sociedad, João Pedro scored twice as Chelsea won 3-1. That took his pre-season goal tally to 7. 7 goals. And suddenly the number 9 shirt doesn't look like a promotion Chelsea simply handed him. It looks like a reward for what he's already done. But for João Pedro to take number 9, Delap had to give it up. Dilap arrived at Chelsea with huge expectations and started last season as the club's recognised number 9. Now he's wearing number 12, and reports have suggested that Dilap is available for transfer as Chelsea continue trying to reduce their enormous squad. So while Chelsea haven't publicly said that changing the shirt number means Dilap is leaving, the situation is certainly worth watching. Because if Delap does leave, João Pedro suddenly becomes even more important to Chelsea's attack. And honestly, there's a reason this makes sense from a football perspective. João Pedro isn't your traditional number 9. He doesn't just stand between two centre-backs and wait for crosses. He drops deep, he combines with midfielders, he drifts into wide areas, he creates chances, and then, when the opportunity comes, he attacks the box. That could make him particularly interesting under Xabi Alonso. Alonso wants an attack that can constantly move defenders around, and João Pedro has the technical ability and intelligence to do exactly that. Imagine him dropping between the lines, pulling a centre-back out of position, while another Chelsea attacker immediately attacks the space behind him. That is where João Pedro could become extremely dangerous. Of course, this comes with a challenge. Chelsea fans know the history of the number 9 shirt. This number has carried a ridiculous amount of pressure. Every missed chance will be compared to previous Chelsea strikers. Every goal drought will bring the curse back into the conversation. And every big performance will have fans asking, is João Pedro finally the one? But perhaps this is exactly what makes the move so interesting. João Pedro isn't taking the shirt because Chelsea desperately needs someone to rescue their attack. He's taking it after already proving that he can be one of their most important players, and that's a completely different situation. So what does this actually tell us about Chelsea? First, João Pedro's status inside the squad appears to have grown massively. Second, Chelsea may be preparing for a future where Pedro is one of the central figures of the attack. And third, Delap's situation is definitely one to watch. The Chelsea number 9 has haunted some of the biggest names in football. Now it's João Pedro's turn, and after scoring 7 goals in pre-season, he certainly isn't running away from the pressure. The question is, can João Pedro finally break the Chelsea number 9 curse, or will that shirt claim another victim? But one thing is certain. Under Xabi Alonso, João Pedro isn't just wearing a new number, he could be stepping into a completely new role at Chelsea. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more coming on Chelsea and the new era under Xabi Alonso.